Hey Brenda, how's it going? Brenda. I just got done doing my last ship video that I just came home and did. And so yeah. So who's all with us here? 8 people watching? Well, good for you. I'm happy to have you all. So Brenda, how are you doing? My little buddy here is laying down on the floor next to me. He's kind of vegged out. See if I can show him to you. So Jonathan Jackson, hey, how you doing, Jonathan? Join us, please. Yes, there were, Brenda, lots of ships today, and we uh, we caught a few of them, but they were coming and going so fast. And being as the weather's nice and people are out and about, it was hard to find parking places down there. One Visionario, okay. Brenda's here. One Vision's here. And Jonathan Jackson's here. We got a few people. We got 11 people watching. Just that not anybody on the panel yet. So we're gonna hope for the best, right? Yeah, I'm hoping lots of people join in the chat. I don't know if Joe's out flying or what he's doing. And I don't know if TJ is working or not. East Coast, how you doing? Yeah, Brenda, I think TJ probably is working. Don, I think, is working. Maybe he's back from vacation. I think he might be back from vacation. Mudball. You say it 3 times. Mudball, mudball, mudball. Oh, Dominic is lurking because he's got something else going on. Okay. Hey, Dominic, whenever you can join, please do so. Even if you're just gonna sit there in front of the camera with the mic off, that would help. Oh, you're going to Missouri. Okay. Here comes Justin. Good evening, Justin. Glad to see you. It was getting kind of lonely here.
Oh, yeah,
Jason
35,
Tavares.
13. What's up, Brenda, Dustin, Dusty, Dominic? Jason.
Comes Captain Joe. Hello, Joe.
You have no patience, Paul. You really don't. You really don't. 11 minutes into the stream and you're ready to quit the stream, because ain't nobody here.
I didn't say I was ready to quit the stream.
The other day at 13 minutes, you said, I don't think people want me to do this anymore. Maybe I'm interfering with them at 13 minutes. So I didn't give you enough time. Should have gave you another minute.
Joe, what'd you do today? Did you go fly?
No, I actually went running around all day.
Oh,
I did go out to the tugboat, but the wind is worse than it has been out there. So, and I've been listening to my son on the phone. He's been calling me all day. Interviews went great. There's the issue. There's issue with the hand tattoo. They said you can wear a glove. That's no big deal. We got others that got wear gloves. They said we have nothing that's going to preclude you from being hired. That's what they told. And the issue is, are they going to get enough done before the class starts to get him in the class? Because they can't hire him until they know he's in the class. And he can't go just get in the class unless he got like $5,000 that they reimburse him later for if they hire him. But
so
it's, again,
did you send him a check for $5,000?
yeah, right. I'm not going to jail for writing a bad check. So he's going to go talk. He said if they can't get him in the class, it won't be until January.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he said, you know what? He said, you know what? He says, I'm gonna go talk to him tomorrow and tell him I don't want to be taken off the list. I moved here to come here to work for y'all, because I want to work for y'all. So if we can't get this stuff processed fast enough for the class now, keep me there, because I'm gonna go find a job. If I gotta work 2 jobs, I'll work 2 jobs until the time comes. He
I
said, but
wouldn't
I'm
tell
not.
him that, because then that takes the heat off of them getting their ass in gear.
Well, it's not getting them in gear. They got, again, background check.
I'm not going right now.
So you got to give them the background. You got to start the background check, and they don't do the background check till they do the interview. And they said unless they know he's going to be in the class, they won't do the interview right now.
Well, I'm a firm believer, and I could be wrong, Joe,
That's a weekend
which
thing.
I often am.
I have
Is
to work.
if you give them an option out, they will
Oh, I
sometimes.
agree too. But Justin's about knowing that he says I want to be a cop. I'll go get a job for 6 months and then be a cop. He said if they make me go through the academy all over again, I'll be a cop that way. I don't care. So we're just gonna see. Hey, Dustin, Dusty, Jason, sir.
Yep,
Brenda.
Jason is here. Yep,
I saw Jonathan here somewhere.
yep.
And,
Jonathan
T-
was
and,
up
and,
early.
and TJ, after he got mad at everything this morning, he said, "Got to go get ready for work." He didn't remember that.
TJ, he cracked me up.
Yeah, he was pissed off this morning.
He was mad because his TV wasn't working. Well, I can understand that. You got a certain things you like to do, and that's his is watching the tube.
It don't
Oh,
show the
no.
colors though.
Nobody really uses any of the TVs in our house. It's kind of there.
The little
Wait, what?
background noise.
Everybody just watches everything on their phones or tablets.
Oh yeah.
And in my room, if we want to watch something, I just turn it on the computer and then we watch it on one of the computer screens.
Mad Props Media, how you doing?
So that's what I got to hear. Him calling me about 4 times.
Frustrated.
Well, he was in the beginning. I said, dude, listen to me. You already knew that how long it took down here, and you didn't get a job. I said, but you know what that's about. That's the chief. You know that. If they're talking to you,
See,
talk to them, go through the process.
if you would have came here, they would have been paying them 3,500 a month to go to the academy.
Yeah, but are they going to be able to walk him right in? You know, that's the again. No matter where you see, he was lucky when he was in the fire department. They knew him. When he went over and interviewed for the police department, the chief told him straight out, we're going to have other interviews before we make a decision. And then the chief said, no, he really liked him. Later that day, called him and said, come on in, we're going to hire you. And they commissioned him before he went to the class so
No,
that they could pay him.
the sheriff's department here does, if you get hired or a potential hiree with them, they'll not only pay for your academy, but they give you 3,500 a month to live off of.
Yeah.
So you're still getting some money. Most
The
places
other reason
don't pay
is
you to
because
go
he's
to
got
the
a house.
academy.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's the other reason
he's got housing you don't have to worry
he's
about.
got housing up there.
But he said he's going to look on Indeed tonight and check out jobs in the area. And I looked on Indeed. They got jobs that pay between $18 and $23 an hour. You know, so he could find something to pay his bills. And I said, if you get $18 an hour, that'll pay your bills. He said that'll pay more than my bills.
Dude, get a hold of some security companies that only hire like ex-cops and shit. They'll
Yeah, I told him
pay,
that.
they usually pay pretty damn good. Because there's some companies that only want ex-military and ex-police officers. They don't want
Yeah, he might
anybody
be able
else.
to find something like that and then be a cop. He could
Yep.
be Paul Bort.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
usually those security companies are a little bit more expensive.
Yep.
Fucking mall cop.
Mad props. He went up there and they pretty much told him they wanted to hire him, but he had to go through the interview process. And now they're telling him that the class that they require him to take starts. When does it start, Joe?
16th of July is the class that's about to start. And then what you call it, the next one's not until like the 16th of January.
Yeah.
Yeah, did he try maybe an armored car company? That's another good one.
Well, that's what I just told him just now.
Like what
Make sure you
Dustin-
check all the security companies.
Or Randy said. Yeah.
You know, based on the fact that he was commissioned, he's got all his paperwork. You know, they may say, well, you were a cop, we're going to hire you. But they're going to do a background check, you know. Bottom line, he'll get his background check, and it just depends on how deep they go. If he can, if there's a chance to get in this class, they're going to get him in this class. But they got to see how fast the stuff works. That's the thing. You know, so yeah, I wish he could do the July class. It'd be perfect for him. But like I said, Nick's not getting back to almost a year. So it's going to be next summer anyway. So if he doesn't get until January, he's still fine. Because it's 22 weeks. By the time he graduates, Nick will be getting back. So it would work. It would work.
Well, they've got sheriff departments up there too, don't they? Did he
Same
them?
thing. Yeah, same thing.
Because the sheriff is able to hire who the hell he wants.
But
Yeah,
they
but
still got to put him through the academy.
He's an official.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't know,
Mark's
this-
here.
He's an adult. He's got to take care of it. You know. He knows he's got to do it. And like he was telling me, he said, if I get 2 jobs to work 2 jobs right now, he said, I've got nothing to do. I don't have a girlfriend to worry about. He says, I'll go work 2 jobs, get home, sleep 8 hours, work 2 jobs, you know? I said, well, make your money. This is your 6 months to make your money. That's what I told him. I said, you're young enough, make your money. I said, he said, well, it might even be better because then I could learn the area better too.
Good
I said,
evening,
yeah,
Mark.
it's going to give you some practice time. So just do your thing.
Hi, Paul, Joe, Justin.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, you're not a cop in Louisiana. Do not drink and drive. Because he'll go out and have a beer with the guys and then they'll leave. But nobody bothered them.
Yeah, but he's not
See?
gonna have anybody to go out with. You don't know nobody.
Yeah, I told him, I said, you want to drink, drink it at the house. Don't drink anywhere else. I said, make that one promise to me. Oh, yeah, Dad, I won't. I said, I'm telling you, listen to me.
Yeah,
I
that
was-
one.
Use a taxi.
Yeah, he could be a male stripper as a cop. He could do that.
Actually, that might not be a bad thing for him to go look into. He'll make more money doing that than he ever will being a cop.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I told
So-
Brittany again today, I said, you got that OnlyFans started yet? She started laughing. I said, all you got to do is set a camera with good lighting on your feet and wash them in a thing, wash them for some time, put some fingernail polish on them. All you need, I'm telling you. They'll never know who you are. All they're looking at is your feet.
Uh,
What was the one they had my ex told me there was one of them, there's an older woman that's on there, and all she does is it's OnlyFans of her looking at videos. All she's doing is watching videos and they're showing it from different angles. That's all. She's not even talking, right? Every once in a while, she'll make a comment about a video, and she says she makes $10,000 a month. We
And
could
how-
do Paul's chair as an OnlyFans.
How does
There you
your
go.
ex know about these things on OnlyFans?
I don't care. she can watch all she wants.
sounds like Joe's done more research than she has.
I have not. I have not looked at an OnlyFans at all. I have not once.
I don't always protect you though, Randy. Somebody recognizes your voice or your distinctive marking on your body.
Yeah.
But what was the ones that
I do, Dustin. I
Bill?
do elbow porn. Told you that.
Hey Johnny, what's up? Johnny, look, Johnny's gonna be an OnlyFans. Look, what's he doing?
I
Gonna be
moisturize
a geisha.
elbows.
Hey, Johnny.
Johnny, what's up?
Johnny.
Johnny's having a good time today. Got his AMS today for his bamboo.
Oh,
Look, I bought me a new LED light there, Justin. So I can set it up in front of me and I can turn the lights out and I can make it look like a gay nightclub.
Oh, is that one of the? Is that the ones made by Monster?
Nah, it's one by some Chinese company.
Yeah, they sell those at Walmart. You can get them for. I don't know how. I think they're like $10 for two of them.
Yeah, this was
No.
like $3 or something like that.
Yeah, they make a Monster brand. Walmart has
And I
it.
can set it right here and I can put different colors on me.
I had two of the same exact lights that I gave to the girls.
How's that?
They use them.
I'm glad I didn't have it this morning while I was doing it.
Ripley, stop it. Ahem.
That's right. Yeah, exactly, Dustin. I sit and moisturize elbows on camera.
Curtains.
Yeah,
I'm
that's all she got to do is moisturize her feet. And she what was it? She's got one toe. She says it looks like it's got Down syndrome.
Oh my
That might
God.
be the key. That might be the whole thing.
Oh my fucking God. He said he got one toe.
That's what she says. I didn't say it. She says it.
Randy said after I'm done with my cereal, I'll hop on. Oh my God.
Got the RGB lights too.
finished
So I can
season.
put them inside the light box.
Finished season 2, Mark?
Yeah. Started watching season 3.
I think season 3 is the best season, to be honest.
Mm. I've only got about 10 or 15 minutes into the first episode so far. It's on pause, waiting for me to get back to it.
You watch that pretty good?
Mm.
And he said that ruined it for me. I can't do Down syndrome toes. Yeah, he's watching Reacher, Randy. He just started season 3.
Mhm.
What do you got, Joe?
That's that light bar I was just talking about.
Oh,
You didn't
okay.
hear me? You didn't hear it?
Yep. Yep.
Wasn't paying attention. I'm
Yeah, I
trying to
get-
figure a place that I could put it like up here somewhere to put some extra light on it.
Do they have anything to mount to?
Well, it's something to mount here, but I'm thinking if I could make something to mount, you know?
'Cause I think mine had the what do you want to call it? The little screw for the
Little screw and a little peg hanging down.
no, it
Yeah,
was a
this
little
don't.
it was a little screw right in the middle where that bracket you're holding is, and it was for a tripod.
But you gave me an
Whatever.
idea. You gave me an idea. I got a bunch of GoPro mounts, so maybe I'll glue one to it.
Yeah.
You only have one,
Or
or is there
GoPro
2 of
mount
them?
to it and clip it right there on top of the computer.
Yeah. Only got one light.
Is there 2 of them or 1?
I only got one. It was one of
Yeah.
them for like about $3. It might not even been $3. I wanted to see if I could put one of these inside a light box. You know what I mean?
Well, it's not hard to get into those. That white lens on the front just pops off.
Yeah, this one actually looks glued, but I bet you it could come off. Yeah, it pops off.
Yeah, it just pops out, and then you'll see the RGB. But it's not a soft RGB roll in there. It's a hard plastic one. It's not bendable or anything.
Here's
Like
the
it's like-
rolls. I got the
Yeah.
rolls. I got 2 rolls.
But
But I
the
wanted to
light,
see if I could, if I made like this is like 8 inches. If I did like a 10-inch light box that was only like about 3 inches, like on air or something like this. I want to see if I could put one of these in there instead.
you could actually design it where that slides right in the back of it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You just got to get the measurements and everything.
Yeah, that's if I had it like the box about that big, that way it would fit in there like that, it would probably be nice. That's why I bought it, really. And it comes with the remote, like Johnny says, he presses R, I think it's the R on his remote, and his shelf lights underneath his cabinet lights come on.
Yeah, I got like 10 of those remotes, and almost every one of them will work to a certain extent with my RGB strips. Some of them will actually turn the light off in the ceiling fan above the bed because that one's got a remote.
I'm surprised it's even good. The box game looked all smashed up.
Where'd you buy it from?
AliExpress. Glad it even got here.
I actually tore one of those apart about a week ago to fix it. The girls pulled the wire and it unsoldered from the strip, and I had to solder it back on. That's how I know what it looks like inside. It's literally like a hard plastic bar of RGB. I'd almost bet the ones from Walmart probably came from the same fucking factory. That one looks identical to the one I just ripped apart the other day.
They're probably the same.
Oh yeah, I'm almost positive. It's just had the Monster logo branding put on it. Because that's Walmart's electronic brand. Walmart's actually got if you go in there now, at least our Walmart here, they have a whole streaming area where they have nothing but stuff for streamers, like different ring lights and all kinds of stuff. If you go to the electronics section, all little kinds of light mounts, all kinds of stuff. Take care, you know. So I say, actually, when it comes to peripherals for computers, they actually have a really good selection at Walmart. Surprisingly, it's not a bunch of cheap shit. It's actually a bunch of name brand stuff.
Hey, that RC Shark goes 10 miles an hour, man. Up to 10 miles an hour.
Oh, you never sent me that picture, so I didn't see what you were looking at.
Oh, the RC Shark?
Yeah, this morning you never sent it to me
Oh, sorry.
because your son called you right when you were about to send it.
Yeah, I might
Forgot
not have
about
heard.
that.
I'm gonna send it to you right now. Hold on.
All that would be is a fucking plastic appetizer or one of the gators around
You got a point.
there. Better keep that shit in your pool. Dude, I wouldn't even want to send one of like the underwater drones like Curtis has. Dude, I would even be worried about putting one of those in the water.
Except they're all tethered. All the
There's
underwater drones are tethered.
yeah,
That
and
ain't
then
gonna
let's
stop an alligator from ripping it apart.
yeah, and that's shark. I guarantee doesn't go under the
Oh, hell
water.
no.
There's no way because it's not tethered. It wouldn't be able to use it.
$49.99 a piece. Oh, hell no.
Well, I'm just saying too, and it has a regular remote control, which we all know radio signals can't penetrate water, so at least that we know of. Sure, the government's
I
Well,
bet you don't have
places
return to
got
home.
It does, but it attenuates it a lot.
right.
That's
That
why
out in Lake Pontchartrain, so we eat it.
that's why trees block out radio waves as well, because they're about 80% water.
Ten miles per hour. That's pretty fucking quick underwater. I don't know. I think them claims are a little
Yeah, I don't believe it.
exaggerated on it.
10 mile an hour is pretty quick on top of water.
Yeah, I know, let alone underwater. It's pretty fast.
Oh, that's an ugly color.
Oh yeah, because if you put one of those drones like Curtis has in the water here, and then you
Yeah.
actually run up on a gator and tap it, not be a good thing.
That is an ugly color, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Look at this. What the hell? The Denver Broncos? Look at this.
Yeah, and they're all ex-police cars because they got the bumper things sticking out the front. See that?
Can't see.
Where the push bar used to be. So somebody bought those and painted them. They
Hey, look at the
probably
color
did that.
now. That's what
I
they
bet
did.
you. I bet you they or either that or they did a cheap ass wrap on it. I
Now
bet that's a
I like
wrap.
the green. The green's all right. The white's
I'm
good.
well. I'm almost 100% positive. That's probably not even a paint job. Those are probably wraps somebody put
Yeah, I
on
like
it.
the blue. I like the blue. I like the green, and I like the white.
Yeah, somebody put wraps on it. A car
Yeah.
that
Trying to read. Color available in is this color available in pink, black, white, blue, red, silver, gray, champagne, green, purple, and royal blue.
yeah, they're putting wraps on it. There's no way they're spending that kind of money painting the car.
Hell, it's not much cheaper to wrap it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can wrap a car in a day versus you can't really paint a car in an entire day.
Yeah, it doesn't say whether it's
Depend
wrapped or
on-
not. I bet you it is.
I mean, if you're doing like a real professional paint job, they're not going to do it in one day.
They can do with an oven.
The green's all right. The darker blue's okay. The white's good. And I didn't see the silver one. He didn't show the silver one
Fucking
or the
Jody.
gray.
So my dad always told me to wrap it.
Yeah, they got a gray one. The gray one's
But
in the
they're-
back. They don't show it.
But then too, Mark, there could be somebody that works at that dealership that does the wrapping.
Yeah.
They might do it right there in house, which wouldn't cost them hardly anything.
Oh, by the way, Justin, he said he was going to look on Indeed tonight, and he says
Uh-huh.
you got to remember. He says he said I'll find a job. I know he's gonna have a job within the next week or two somewhere. But he said you remember too. I'm also certified in pest control, and they paid him big money at J. Roy Pest Control, and it's nationwide. He might be able to walk into a J. Roy up there and go right to work, and just do that until the time, you know. I said,
Yeah.
check every option you can, everything you've done. He was a bartender. He knows all of that.
Yeah, Randy, I mean, you are right. Cops do beat the hell out of those things, but it depends on the department, how well their maintenance program is.
Depends if my son drove him.
I'm saying if I've seen police departments where they just don't fix anything on their cars and they all look like absolute dog shit. And then there's some where, they have to be scheduling maintenance every couple weeks or every month or so, That's what you'd be looking at if you wanted to buy an old police car. Figure out where it's coming from and whether they have a rigorous maintenance program.
Our traffic cars over here, as soon as they buy them,
Mad Props is correct.
take the
If you
original,
wrap a car, they're not as shiny as what those cars were, Joe.
take the original heads off, put stage 3 heads on, tune them up, and do all sorts. Stick the original heads in storage, and then when they come to sell them, they take the stage 3 stuff off and put the original heads brand new back on.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, Randy, I've seen that video before. We actually showed it on here one day. TJ was talking about it like a month or two ago. The cockroach getting waterboarded by that guy. He was waterboarding the cockroach. He's like, "Where's your friends at? Tell me where they're at." he was legit waterboarding this little ass cockroach. It was funny as hell. He's like, "Don't fuck with me. Tell me where they're at."
Sounds a bit like what's it? Reacher. Tell me
What?
where he is. I must admit, that bit at the end of the last episode of season 2 was a bit of a twist I didn't think about.
Is this the same one, Randy? That was funny. The fucking roach runs up his hand. That's funny. Yeah, that shit was funny, Randy. He's like, who sent you? Video's been on there 5 years. He said, hello, who sent you, bro? Best part is at the very end when he runs up the dude's arm. He's like, oh, shit. Oh, Zero Dark 30 is such a good movie. I love when he goes on the boat to get Christoph. He says, what's your name? He goes, Christoph. He goes, okay, Crisco.
Shit, I thought Sean Penn was irrelevant anymore.
Why? What's going on with Sean Penn?
He was on a show called Club Random. The guy interviews people, and he was talking bad about Trump. And he says, "Well, why don't you go meet him? Go see about meeting with him."
Boy,
And he
John.
said, "I'm not effing meeting with him and all of this and all of this." He
Bill
said, "Well,
Maher did.
yeah." And he says, you went to meet with dictators. You went to meet with effing Castro." He said, "So Trump hasn't met with them." Like
Oh
that.
yeah, and Sean Penn did a whole documentary whining about Ukraine.
Yeah,
Who cares?
he needs to go, but he was ripped. He said, "You won't meet Trump, but you go meet all the dictators first."
I like Bill. That's why I like Bill Maher, dude.
Yeah,
Bill Maher's funny. He's left, but he's got common sense.
yeah.
You know, and
He ragged him too.
I mean, Bill Maher's been calling out his own party for the last
Oh yeah.
3 years now about how wild they've gotten and they need to pull everything back. What's up, Tim?
He was wearing a shirt that looked like he bought at Walmart last night, Sean Penn. He had a pair
Hey,
of tennis
Tim.
shoes that the toe was taped up with white tape. Man, what's up, Tim?
Yeah, and Sean Penn, I don't. He hasn't really been relevant for a while. I don't remember anything recently he's been in.
Yeah, so why put him on? I wouldn't. You're not relevant. You're not on my show. You know.
That's like try to get on. One of the hardest shows to get on of all of them is fucking Joe Rogan's show.
Yeah.
He's booked for well over a year in advance. Like his shows are really hard to get on. Just got one with a 4-hour live stream and only won once. It happens.
Lance.
Hey, Lance.
Hey,
Yeah,
Lance.
Lance, what's up?
he was actually in a movie in 2023 called Dado,
Hey,
Dadio,
Lance.
or whatever the fuck that's called.
Hey Joe, did you fly via Vada today?
No, they're not. I was going to, but the wind was real bad.
Chicken.
Yep, I was.
Johnny would have flown it.
Yeah, he would have flown mine.
No, he's still in Australia, Dustin. Oh man.
Oh, Lord help.
Tim said he's retiring after his 5-year job is up. Or he just started.
So he's got the 5 years to go.
Does he get full retirement or is he just banking on something else?
Catch, catch.
Oh, my goat.
There you
Thank
go.
so much.
See you, bud. Kid forget his. Hello? Hi.
He get full retirement or is it?
Yes.
Guess
Either
what?
the 7th, the 8th, or the 9th in the morning.
Hey, Randy, how's it going?
Hey, Paul.
And
Nothing
Randy.
much.
Randy, what's up?
Mark, Captain.
Okay. Anything
Living a
either
dream, you know.
in the 8th or 9th?
I know I'm there too. I look like it, don't I?
Yeah.
More like living a nightmare.
Okay, I'll take the 7th or 10th.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Okay, thank you. Bye now. Had a kid forget his car keys. He had to come back and get them. Not gonna get far.
Gets
So
far.
Joe, you said Johnny got an AMS system today?
Yeah, you got the AMS, the one that goes with the light, I think. The one's just the 4 of them, but it's not in case.
Yeah, he was printing a traffic cone. He sent me a picture earlier. He said it's printing something else behind it. I don't know what that is. I said that's the purge tower.
It's building something beside it.
He not used
Yeah.
to doing multicolor.
It's printing the blob.
Yeah.
David's here.
He
Well,
said
what
that's
is
a
the
lot of
purge?
waste.
What does a purge tower look like? Is it just a
It's just a
bundle of
little
fucking-
rectangle.
A
It's just a
blob.
little rectangle. It depends on what print you do. Some prints it's like a little clover almost. And some of them it's just a rectangle block.
Okay.
And every time it does a layer, it'll do a layer on the block first, and then do a layer on the object.
Good evening, everybody.
So
My question is, how clean does it happen? Because if you're changing colors from like red to white or something like that, does it purge it first to make sure it's gonna be white? That's what it is?
Yep. Yep. And it knows too, like if you're going from black to white, it'll purge a lot more than what it would going from like red to blue or something.
Yeah, because that's even red from blue, you gotta run it a couple of times because you'll get purple in there.
Yep. Yeah. All the
What
prints I've
print-
done, I haven't had no bleed over as of yet.
What
And
prints
you
you
gotta
got?
figure I'm doing the purging myself when I'm changing them.
You want bamboo,
yeah.
Randy?
What was that, Dave?
You want bamboo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bamboo, I've got it spot on with the purging.
Yeah, it works really good.
It's spot on, spot on,
Spot on.
spot
Yes.
on, spot
Paul
on,
and Paul.
spot on. And when you spill something, put some water on it.
Paul?
What?
Some water.
Yeah. Don't mind that. Paul, I want to thank you for last night. All right.
Spot on.
You was like, right, we're going now. And cut it off before I got a chance to do anything. Right. I had a crown and there was me and one other person, and because I couldn't get back to the bloody game, I died.
Oh, he's done that to me a couple of times, and then you get the fucking Zoom box right in the middle of your game. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's
annoying.
like no.
All right. I get you.
Hey,
Oh, well.
Captain.
Do you
He's up.
want to leave the meeting? Bit fucking
There you
late.
go.
I did.
Oh, he's got a USA.
It's a hype chain.
There you go.
And then I got some like some of these too.
Yep.
I'm gonna sell them at the fireworks display this year.
What they really need is one that has 4 heads, so that it doesn't need to purge.
Yeah, the H2D with the 2 heads. If you do a multicolor print with just 2 colors, there's no purge. It's just one, you know.
Only slight problem. Yeah, the heads have to move to align with your
Mhm.
print, so you get defect. You're better off just purging,
Right. That
and
I
then the
never thought
head
about
just goes with it.
because it's
Okay,
got to
good.
line back up. Got to line
Info.
back up perfect.
Dusty and Tim are arguing about who the better looking one is. And Johnny says, Mark talks funny. He has an accent.
Mhm.
That's good coming from Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny doesn't have an accent.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah, me either.
I would say Johnny's is a little deeper than yours.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Further south.
But y'all both still talk like you like your cousins. So.
Johnny has a little more Cajun in him.
It's Johnny.
Johnny's closer to Cajun country than me. By about 17 miles.
Yeah, Johnny, it will be just about as tall as the print, but say your last color change ends right here, usually the purge tower will stop right there and it won't be as tall as the last color.
Hold on, I got a twang.
Yeah, he got a twang, Johnny says.
You have a bit, yeah. You've got a slight southern accent.
Justin has a twang.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Uh,
what that thing is between my legs.
yeah,
One of my
TMI.
He
TMI.
swings his twang.
I don't want know nothing about his twang.
Justin, you need to go wash your twang.
fellas.
And don't forget to get deep inside.
But Justin's gonna start an OnlyFans. Watch my twang. This twang's for you.
He said the purge was as tall as a cone I printed.
Yeah.
Let's see, I'm printing a light box cover, and all the color changes are in like the first 4 layers, and then the rest is black. So the purge tower is only 4 layers high.
What the hell do you have around your neck?
This is my hype chain.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you gotta say.
Looking like
Represent.
Flavor Flav. Need
No, I need
to do a big clock like Flavor Flav.
this
There
on
you
my.
go.
Here we go.
Looks like he's about to go on a pride rally.
No, you don't have enough greens or yellows in there, or pinks or light blues.
Oh yeah. I made this. This is pretty cool.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
Phillies.
Philadelphia Phillies. Now I'm doing a 76ers one. Person wanted some 76ers coasters and a 76ers light.
Due to copyright laws, he's doing this for free.
Yep.
Right?
Free.
Yeah,
Doesn't
that was
matter
it.
if you're doing it for free, you still fall foul of copyright law.
No, you can make something for free for somebody,
You know, you
even
can.
if it copies a
No, you can't. It's still
company's thing.
copyrighted.
No, but you can make something and give it to somebody and you won't get in trouble
Etsy just cracked
when you try to
down
make a
on
profit.
colors.
Did they?
Even if you buy the commercial right to the print, they're still not letting you sell it.
Oh wow.
That's wrong. If you got the commercial right to the print, they need to make you, let you sell it.
It says it must be your original design made by I forget the wording, but it's a little ridiculous.
It's because they don't even want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with the licensing or nothing. So they're just saying, nope, can't do none of that.
Yeah. And they're trying to crack down on like there's like 1,000 different dragons you can buy from a bunch of different sellers. Trying to stop people from mimicking everybody else's designs, I guess.
Well, good luck with that.
Right.
That's one of the problems I said Etsy had was you gotta find something to stick out because every other seller's selling all the same shit.
Yeah, JD, you probably won't have no issues. There's so many people doing it. It'd be a full-time job trying to crack down on everybody. He said he still has his prints on Etsy.
I think the only thing it would sell on Etsy is something that's in trending right now. You know, not gonna get a lot of stuff on it.
I'm ready to just create like a Squarespace website. Just sell right on there.
Yeah, my sister's got all her leather stuff that she makes on Etsy. Well, she's only ever sold one belt, and that was to some guy in Los Angeles.
Watching some big movie star that fucking touted it on the red carpet and she don't even know about it. They've been looking for the creator for months of that belt for $1 million deal.
Yeah.
That's a problem too, is everybody just copies each other's fucking prints anyway. If you come up with something, I guarantee it won't be on the internet very long before somebody copies it.
Oh
It's
yeah.
a good design.
And I don't know why they're like, why do they have a problem with if you got the commercial rights to it and you're using other people's designs that you paid for to fill in your website? The person's making money that designed it and you're making money, and Etsy's making money. So I don't get it.
I think they just don't want to deal with the legality of it at the end of the day. They're just trying to avoid it altogether. Well, at least if you do your own website, Randy, you're not competing with anybody else on your website.
Right, right. Yeah, most of my stuff is word of mouth. So if I can get a website where people can go on and look at it, that would be a lot more convenient.
Yeah, because you're not going to have shit popping up. Oh, this seller's got it for cheaper or whatever.
Right. I'm trying to learn Tinkercad, but and it's time consuming. I'm gonna have to take some classes.
I guess Lance's in his car now.
I'm in my car now, on the way home. Just left
JD.
We know we can hear your aircon.
4 more days left, right, Lance?
3 actually, because I don't work Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Why do you have Thursday off?
Part timer.
Juneteenth.
Oh,
Lazy bugger. All right, Lance. Part of being a teacher, you can be as lazy as you freaking want.
Can't even remember what Juneteenth is about now.
Slavery.
The abolition of it, or
Yeah.
right?
Not been abolished. Laura still used me as a slave. Back to my dinner.
Oh, you're not in America.
Oh no, it's not Friday. I might make every night Friday this week.
Well, I saw your post on Facebook this evening for about half a second. Then the page refreshed and it disappeared. God knows how many posts further down. I couldn't find it anymore.
Which post?
I don't know. They have a chance to
No, but you said somebody's post. Whose post was it?
yours.
Oh, don't worry about that. The block across the way is moving. The council are aware.
What, they're condemning the building or something?
Well, they're definitely going to have to condemn that one.
Hey, David, when does Laura get back?
Wednesday.
Tomorrow.
Oh, I bet you're excited for that.
Oh, yes.
Tomorrow's Tuesday. You said they changed it to Wednesday.
No, that's for fortnight.
All right.
He's getting all that mixed up.
I
Whatever.
didn't even miss.
You got an update Fortnite mixed up, or an update for Fortnite mixed up with when Laura's coming out.
Yeah.
Lance said he didn't miss her.
Check this out, Justin. John Wick,
Oh, that's cool.
3D printed. I'm getting a poster, and I'm gonna fill the poster up with I'm doing an evil villains theme. Have like Freddy, Jason, Chucky.
There you go, Joe.
Oh, you can make your own Funko Pops.
Yeah, it's called a
Johnny,
Hue
what's up?
What's up, Randy, Joe, Paul,
Hey, Johnny.
Justin, Lance,
Oh,
Mark?
you can call them Prop Pops.
What?
Call
Randy,
it
look,
Call 'em
that's- is that the weirdest thing you ever see? The first print ever?
Traffic cone.
The
What is that?
traffic.
Green? Is that green?
It's actually like a yellow, goldish kind of.
Okay. Yeah, I see it now.
But yeah,
That's pretty
the thing was as tall as it. The purse towel.
Did it go all the way to the top?
I don't know. Let me get it. Let me see.
Say it should stop at at like that white.
No, I said you call them Prop Pops.
Our traffic cones are all red with a white reflective thing.
Yeah, it's a little bit shorter. You're right.
Yeah, it
You're
should stop
right.
at the last color change.
Actually, Mark, you're slightly wrong.
Oh,
wow.
yeah.
They look like Legos.
They're all red.
Yeah.
That white reflective bit is a plastic sleeve that goes over it.
Right.
That's a lot of waste, isn't it?
Yes. But the UK traffic cones are actually 4 colours.
They're actually not that much waste cap. If you can look at it, it'll tell you how much it's going to be.
The
They're
four
only a
that I
couple.
my backyard.
Right. So you got the red and white,
Wait, you
which is
see
your
Rick?
road works. You've got your yellow and black.
Oh yeah,
which
you've got
is-
yellow, which is no waiting.
Yeah. Then you've got your blue, which is works
Mm.
entry site, and then you've got green, which is first aid.
I've never seen any blue or green ones.
There should be 2 on every work site. It marks where all the safety equipment is.
Well, Johnny,
Yeah.
can you print a full size one of those?
Well, they're not traffic cones.
No.
Why would you want to? Just go out and nick one.
Yeah, I can just steal one.
Yeah, you just go to all the different job sites around there.
I
And
just go
grab-
to the city. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just see him go out. Well,
This
oh,
is
look, there's a cone.
This is for Captain Joe's training set.
Yeah.
You can
I'm
see
not-
Johnny though going to nick in a cone and then this car coming off the cliff. Oh shit! That's what
He's
it was
gonna
there
put that
for.
out for when we fly the tugboat. He's gonna put that around us.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
I've got 4 of the extra tall traffic cones in my back garden.
Randy's making some neat stuff though, man. Those look cool.
Yeah,
I just don't know what colors they're putting there. That's the problem. Even with 4 colors, you look at something and you say, "Damn, I got to change the color."
yeah. It's convenient though. Like even if you don't use multicolor, if you're doing a big print, you can put 2 rolls of the same stuff in there. When it runs out, it'll just switch to the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere I've got a giant danger keep out sign.
There's a bird with the French fry.
That would have to be one hell of a if it takes more than a kilogram of film.
Yeah, you ain't lying. You need 2 rolls of one color. Who? That's like $50 print.
Mm.
I can already see the pennies pension in Joe's wallet.
You guys
Look at
know
all
who
that
this is?
waste.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Look at
That's
there.
Bob Joyce.
You
That's
can melt
friend
it,
of Bob
Joe.
Joyce. Look.
You can melt
Oh, you
it.
old.
Is that Johnny when he had hair?
That's
No, that's Bob Joyce.
Yeah.
That's the king.
That's pretty neat. How'd you do that?
It's they're files on Maker World, but it's done in layers, so there's no waste really at all because it starts with the black and then it does the white. See, everything that's black is on the bottom.
Is that just 2 colors or is it
Just 2 colors, black and white.
That's pretty neat. The king. Thank you very much.
This one here, this is my favorite one right here. The detail that I can get is pretty amazing.
How many colors is that?
Oh,
I believe this was 4 colors:
That's
Wow.
4.
black, white, red, and I believe
like
yellow.
the
I
paint,
think
isn't
it was.
Oh yeah, yellow.
But look at his face, man. The detail is just incredible,
Yeah, that is crazy.
and they don't take long to make it all. I'll
Really?
send you some files.
I wonder if like Gracie, my granddaughter, could scan one of her prints and do that.
Yeah, they have an app. They have an app called it's $22 for a lifetime membership, and you can turn basically any photo into a Hue Forge.
Like the South Florida drone meetup poster, that looked cool like that.
Yeah.
Because it's got a lot of colors in it.
No, don't pull out there. Jeez.
Lance,
Crazy drivers.
Lance, you watching a baseball game tonight? UCLA and LSU?
I am. LSU, I'm rooting for LSU.
Yeah, I think they
Yeah,
play at
6 o'clock. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. Thanks for saying it.
Joe. The game's at 6.
Yeah,
4
the game's at
o'clock my
6. I
time.
can't wait to watch it. Justin, I watched that whole baseball game.
That's sick.
Shit is boring.
Why Justin don't like baseball?
But it's just so boring to watch.
It's too boring. He said.
It's
too
fun to
boring
play,
watch.
but it.
Yeah.
To
I
be
agree.
honest,
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked playing it as a kid. I just don't like watching it.
Shit, and it's faster now with the
the problem with baseball is
Midnight.
British got bored of it and let you have it.
I mean, it's just, I don't know, especially major league games. They're just so
Oh,
drawn
major
out.
league games are slow as shit.
Yeah.
They try to speed it up too.
Like I mean, like I wouldn't mind watching like if one of my kids was in baseball and we were going to a game, something like that.
Hey.
But
If you go to game though, you can leave anytime you want.
My football team started out as a baseball team.
Unlike Hotel California.
like I went and watched 2 Dodger games in person, and they were all right.
It's neat though.
Like, and then like to me, NASCAR is boring to watch on TV, but going and seeing it in person, whole different experience.
Nah, that's just born in person.
I just like the rumble of the cars.
Still boring, but with more alcohol.
Yo, we should have went flying today.
Man,
He said it was too
well,
windy.
it was raining here though. It rained over here.
Yeah, it only rained this morning. Sun's been out
Send it.
yesterday.
Just send it.
I went to Sam's actually this morning, Joe.
Oh, you should have told me. That we might have been able to do it then.
Could have gone in California.
Okay, Bamboo PS1 with the AMS2 Pro. $899.
All
Captain,
right, add to cart.
there's nothing you can't do on that A1 that you're going to do on that P1S. The only thing that benefits you is having the enclosure, is doing ABS, ASA, which stuff you're probably never going to print because it'll stink your house up.
Well, it's
The
quieter,
A1,
right?
A1 is nice.
It's got the same build size as the A1, and it's just well, I can put something on the X1 and the A1, and they're literally the same time.
Really.
Just go for the P1S, the one without the cover. The A1 is that from not got enough support, I don't think.
The only thing I've noticed with the A1 is when you get a really high print and that bed is going back and forth, it might
Yeah,
not
it
be
rocks.
quite as perfect at the top. But I rarely print anything, you know what I mean, real high like that. But it's still nice. I mean, it's by no way bad. It's just not quite as buttery smooth.
Well, the A1 combo with the AMS is $549.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really can't beat that. The
Oh,
A1 is a
yeah.
great
Go ahead and
printer.
buy it.
I just paid 309 or 279. What was the AMS light? 279, I think.
And personally, the A1 is so much easier to work on. I'm dreading getting a clog on the X1. I haven't had any clogs on it yet. Because the hot end on the A1, you literally just pop the front cover off and flip a little lever, and the hot end pops right off.
It's like the one I got right now, the M5. When
Yeah.
it jammed up that day, I said, "Oh, I hadn't had jammed in over a year." I said, "Oh Lord, here we go." And I opened it up and said, and I went and looked to see how to do it on this one. And you just take the screw out the back, and the hot end just rolls over. And you roll it over, and there was the thing stuck right there. I just pulled it right out, put it right back. I said, "Oh hell yeah, I can do that." Not like breaking it all apart like I did before. The one that Johnny has, the smaller one, I broke that thing down 7 times. I said, "That's
I
enough."
don't have it. I don't have it no more.
You got rid of it?
I put it by the road.
Oh really?
Yeah, because I tried to print it, jammed up the first time again. It's been sitting there after it did so good after I changed, so I just threw that son of a bitch away.
If you go on Amazon, I've tried their I forget who I got them from, but it's the cheaper hot ends for the A1, and they seem to work just as good as the Bamboo ones.
I have never changed it yet. I mean, do I need just like do you need to change it for any reason or?
No, I just keep them on hand in case you get a clog, so you can just change it out real
Yeah,
quick.
I got an extra one because I think I looked at my hours yesterday. I got like 474 hours. I don't know if that's.
All right, come on, Joe. Join the club. Buy one. See, live
Oh,
buy.
yeah.
I
Come
mean,
on, live
if you
buy.
got the money for a P1S, for future, you know what I mean, for the future, they're nice to have. But if you're just printing PLA and PETG, there's really, I mean, I would get an A1.
I think somebody said they got a new A1 coming out.
I heard they got like
They have got a new printer coming out, but it's not an A1.
it's like
No,
a
it's not.
stripped down version of the H2D or an upgraded version of the X1C. The one nozzle.
Yeah, the AMS was easy to. I mean, it went in pretty easy. I don't know. It seemed like the tubes are not quite long enough. I don't know.
Do
it
you
seemed
have
like,
it? You have it set on the right hand side of the machine?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna be stretched out pretty good. But once you get it mounted on top, you shouldn't have no problems.
Yeah, I got to print all that stuff to mount it on top though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Randy, I made that order and then I texted them and I wanted to add the screws and they said they couldn't add it to an order. So
Oh,
it was
bullshit. They're
like
trying to get,
199. The screws are like $2, but they wanted like $12 to ship it. I said, no, I
yeah,
ain't doing it.
that's
'Cause
crazy.
I could
What, to
probably
put it on the
fit-
side?
Yeah, I got it on the side right now, yeah, but I'd like to put it on top.
Or you can put it on top too?
You can mount it. You got to print all the stuff to do it. Yeah. Yeah, you can put it on top. It takes. I mean, I got room for it because it's just sitting next to my printer, so it really ain't hurting nothing. To be honest with you.
Is that Lance sounds like he's underwater?
Probably. I've got my air conditioning on.
He's in a bridge. He sounds like he's on a bridge. He's in a tunnel.
Were you heading home from work, Lance?
I am, yeah.
When's your last day at school?
Friday.
Now, do you take the summer off or do you do anything?
No, I take the summer off. In my younger days, when I was a young teacher, I taught summer school. But
Yeah, getting too old for that nonsense, right?
I am. I haven't done that for about 20 years now.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I'd need a break from all them kids as well.
Yeah.
My aunt is a custodian and she loves the summer. Kids leave.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So Lance, when are you retiring?
2 years at the longest. I may get out next year. We'll see.
Gotcha.
Well, I see the top mount. You got it right here.
Yeah, you got to print all the stuff.
There, Joe, it don't show it in that picture, but there's braces you got to print for the bottom of
Yeah.
the machine.
Don't do it.
You what?
Don't print that mount.
Why?
Why?
It's a known that the weight of it when you're putting your 4 kilogram things on pushes down. It also knackers the arms when you get your bigger prints.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about the
Just
weight.
stand it at the side.
What if you don't? What I did was.
Which is why I say get the P1S because the AMS for it actually sits on the top. It's made to sit on the frame above.
Yeah.
It's 10 times better.
Joe, just order one of each and see which one you like.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I might do that.
I
I like
printed
the PLS. I like the P1S. I like the one that's enclosed because I like it's on top. That's what I like about it.
Yeah. What are you talking about? The P1P, Dave?
Yeah, but mine's not got the enclosure on it.
Yeah, it's the P1P.
And what I like about it is it can't get knocked.
Can't get what?
So when the birds are fucking around.
So do you?
What you have?
got the
You have the P1P.
Man, I thought I was getting my V-copter when that box was coming in because it said it was coming from China.
I got mine today.
You got your V-copter today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad.
David, you said you got the P1P.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between that one and the other one?
It's just enclosed.
One's enclosed and one's not. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
mine's the
literally-
non-enclosed. I thought it was the P1S.
But the difference is if you want to print like ABS stuff like that requires an enclosed printer, he can't do that on the P1P.
You can actually buy the parts and it works out
Right,
cheaper.
Yeah, you can turn it into a P1S.
Yeah, because you can. When it comes, it actually gives you the files to print it to make it into one.
I'll be back.
The main reason I went with the X1C over the P1S was because of the camera. The camera on the X1C is 1080p high def, and it's like
Yeah,
60
that's
frames a second, buttery
the
smooth.
camera is shite.
Because the A1, the camera, I mean, it's pretty much useless as a video camera. It's like a
Yeah,
picture
same on the
every.
P1P. Shit.
Yeah, like if you view it through the handy app when you're away, it's like a picture every 3 seconds or so.
Oh no, it does. It does give you a proper video. Yeah, but if you want to stream it and everything,
Right.
yeah, the
And
quality's not good.
you know one thing
It's
I
just
noticed about
there enough, so if there's a fault, you can see it.
right. You know, when I take the A1 and I try to download the time lapses from the A1, it takes like 10 minutes sometimes. But with the X1C, it's literally 5 seconds. Boom, they're downloaded. I guess because it's got that 32-bit processor. But they download like 10 times as fast on the X1. I want to try to print some stuff with ABS, but I hear it stinks up your house really bad.
Yeah, if you've got pets, you've got to be careful.
Yeah. I don't have pets, but I got kids and they're just like pets.
What, they destroy the place?
Yeah. Yeah. I had to put a gate up because my son, he just grabs, he doesn't really pay attention to what he's doing.
That's the downside to having birds. You can't put a gate up to stop them because they'll just fly over the fucking top of it.
Yeah, no doubt. Did Justin take off?
No, he's
he's
still here.
good.
Yeah, we've had to put a curtain up on the living room door to stop the birds getting into the kitchen where the printer is.
Right. I see him. I just expanded my screen. I see him now.
I won't put the printer in the same room as the birds or the kids.
Yeah,
they come over.
not a good idea. Hey, Johnny, if you can hear, I sent you a link to that page where you can make your own Hue Forges.
Yeah, I think those, you can make that with any picture.
Yeah. Yeah, with the software that I sent him, you can take any 2D picture and turn it into a 3D print.
Have you tested the model version yet on Maker World, Bamboo Maker World, where you can make your own model? Works better with just the bus part of a photo, but you can actually it's what I use to make a model of Laura.
Oh no, I haven't tried that yet.
Definitely worth it.
Where you can turn like a picture into their bust, like a statue.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it looks cool. I definitely want to try it, but I haven't had a chance to try it out yet. I know on the A1 there's a second plug on the back of the A1 where it looks like you could hook up a second AMS, but it right now it doesn't support a second AMS. So I wonder if in the future they'll put out a firmware where you can hook 2 AMSs to the A1.
Ah, you stupid banana.
No ships, Paul?
Yeah, I'm waiting on a ship to be coming down.
Hey, but you gotta be quiet. Huh? What are you doing?
Oh, thank you very much. Jeez.
Touch no buttons.
You know what, Justin? Them little Superman dudes on this game. I like little fucking stalkers.
David, is your bird eating a French fry?
No, he was threatening me with one.
No, I'm talking about your avatar.
Yeah. Look how
My
he's
daughter-
holding it.
Yeah, my daughter said, "Oh, cute bird eating a banana."
It's a chip.
Yeah, they're all busy. Stop, baby, stop.
Want to sing.
Yeah, I've got one a bit holding a screwdriver in exactly the same way.
You can talk to daddy.
Okay. Daddy,
What?
do you know 4 plus 2 plus 3 equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah, holy man.
7.
That was so weird. The guy just run straight up to me and just disintegrated right in front of me. Didn't even shoot him.
Damn, I entered a contest over at a photo contest over at Pilot Institute, and I didn't know when the voting started. It ended June 15th, so I didn't even get to vote on the pictures. No, no.
I wish it would stop raining so I could actually get out to fly. It was beautiful, sunny, 80, 90 degrees all last week, and then Friday it rained all day and hasn't stopped since.
10 days later.
Stop it.
We are into
You
30
can-
degrees
you
for
can-
6 days from Thursday.
Didn't like it. No, I'll go right. Right. On
30. So what's that, like 90?
Hey
Fahrenheit?
Google, what is 30 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
Celsius is 86 degrees Fahrenheit.
86.
That's not too bad.
It is for the UK.
Yeah, that's probably hot for you guys.
It's because of the humidity over here, because we're surrounded by the sea.
Yeah, Friday here it was like 93 Fahrenheit. Let me see, I'll convert that for you.
No, I gotta go catch a ship. I'll be back.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, they put out warnings and danger to life warnings because it's coming with that Saharan dust as well.
Okay.
So all
Yeah, it
those
was
with yeah, if you've got a respiratory illness, you're screwed.
Oh yeah. It was 34 degrees Celsius here Friday.
Look that angry.
It was only in the high 60s here.
No, I'm at the same problem as Tim tonight. I can't fucking get a win for love nor money. Bollocks. Keep getting down to the top 5.
Is Randy still here?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Randy, show that, my son-in-law, show that thing you were showing that picture a while ago.
The Hue Forge.
Yeah, let me see that.
I'll show you a different one that's really cool too. This is Spider-Man.
Look at that.
That's cool.
That is neat. Now, how big is that, Randy? Big as a plate, roughly?
No, the plate is 256 by 256. This is 200 by 200.
Okay, it looks bigger. Like I was just.
Daddy,
It's almost like the size of an 8 by 10, but a little shorter.
Yeah, I got you.
And then this one, this is my favorite one.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Daddy.
The detail in that one is just unreal.
Do that.
Kamehameha, Goku's Kamehameha.
Yeah. See, that's a towel for it.
Hold on. This is Thanos.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
And these they don't take long to make it off.
That's what you were saying.
It's a shame that that bird would need like 7 colours changes.
And then there's SR-71.
That looks like Cameron without the beard.
Yeah,
Serpico. That's pretty neat, though.
like it looks almost like a picture.
Yeah, it does.
But
It's
you,
4 the max colour change you can do.
Johnny, I sent you the link to the software that you can use to turn pictures
Yeah.
into those.
Yeah, that what is it? Yeah, I just saw it.
Hue Forge.
Yeah.
Randy,
It's like
4 the max
$22.
colour you can do.
You
What's
what?
that?
It's 4 the max colour change you can do on them.
Well, it depends. I mean, if you have AMS for just one AMS, 4 is the max, but I'm sure you can pause it and change it out if there's more.
Yeah,
I
but
want
you got
to. I want to
the-
do this. The picture I've got on my background now. I want to do that one.
That's 100 colors.
Yeah.
I only want the bird. I'll take the background out. I just want the bird with a screwdriver.
Yeah, you could do that. I mean, you could.
Randy, but
It-
the one
it
he
might not
got, he can add AMSs, right? Randy,
I
the
got-
one you got.
Yeah, I got 2 AMSs, so I can print up to eight different colors,
I got
and I can hook 2 more up and get 16 colors with that one. But if you notice on the A1, there's another plug back there.
I
There's
see
another.
that.
Port. So I'm thinking maybe they might add an update so you can add a second one.
I see the
That,
same port, but
That
how
plug's
would
already
you,
got a use, hasn't it?
it would need the tube, you know?
Yeah, you would have to get. Well, if you get another AMS, it should come with more tubes, right?
Yeah, no, I'm
You-
just talking about
but-
where you would plug it in. I guess you
It
would
would-
pull them.
It would probably have a new hub with 8
Right.
holes. Yeah.
Yeah, they do have
Yeah.
another plug. It's identical too.
No, that plug's for something else. I can't remember what it was for.
Yeah. Well, it says plug it into the left one. So I don't,
Yeah.
but it still looks the same.
It does have a use for something. I think it's for networking or something.
So I haven't seen anywhere anybody's used it for anything. But you're probably right.
Maybe.
Here's I printed this little box up for my nozzles,
Oh yeah, that's pretty neat.
and these little silicone boots are nice to have extras of
We're
too.
gonna print. We're gonna try something. I'm sure, Matt. I don't know. All the stuff we really printed really is not. I mean, you really
Have you used the 0.2 nozzle on your bamboo yet?
we didn't do a lot. You know, like even tulips, they all want color, but you could probably tell.
I mean, the only thing you'd be able to do there is just wouldn't have to.
I'm back. Let me get that.
That was so cool, that Randy. Fist bumps. Yeah, have you used the 0.2 nozzle yet?
The 0.2, I think I did. I can't remember what I tried it on.
Yeah, somebody said you get a lot more you get a lot of blockages with it.
Yeah, you definitely will. You got to be careful what you run through it. You don't want to put no silk through it or anything abrasive like carbon fiber or wood.
Yeah. No, I was just going to use normal PLA.
Oh yeah, PLA, you shouldn't have no problem. Maybe
Apparently you get better detail with the lithophane with the 0.2.
Yeah. Yep. Try to find a file that is specifically designed for the 0.2, because if not, you'll have to back down the flow rate just a little bit.
Did you know on
I was gonna say the same thing.
Maker World, yeah, anything you design on Maker World, if you pick the option and change it to 0.2, you can actually change it to your printer and nozzle size.
So
And
do you think
it'll change all the
it'll-
G-code for you?
Okay, so it'll automatically adjust the settings.
Yeah.
It's good to know.
Yeah, I told David about that the other day.
Sure you did.
Fucking useless.
Oh, damn, Justin. There you are.
Yeah, I had to run to the store real quick and fuck, dude. I had to sit in front of this fucking crackhead at the register for 10 minutes trying to figure out how to put $20 off his
Are you
card.
looking in the mirror?
Yeah.
No, I had to sit in front of this dude and for fucking 20 minutes trying to figure out how to get $20 off of his fucking card so you can go buy some more crack. Yeah, I know a crackhead when I see one. Trust me.
Joe got it and Randy got it.
No, I got it. I'm just pissing me
Ignoring
off.
me.
It was annoying.
Hey, Tim had a good stream earlier. Nothing.
Yeah, I didn't. I missed it. I wasn't really on
Yeah,
online.
it was quite funny.
Nothing.
It's like, no. Oh, you fucking nerd.
After I got off pause, I went and took myself a nap.
Gotta go back. Career mode. I think it was 3 or 4 back. Killed 2 people with a car in one go. Right next to each other.
I'm excited to try this filament here. This is PET G transparent.
Oh,
This is like an aqua blue transparent.
I've got translucent. I ain't got the transparent.
Translucent. That's what it is. Translucent.
All right.
Be nice if they could come up with like a clear one that's like glass, looking through glass. And all I've ever seen, well, I've seen them, but it's not like super clear. Look,
No, it's not. It's not like
Does that have a blue tinge to it?
What's that?
That filament, does it have a blue tinge to it?
Yeah. Yep. It's like an aqua blue.
yeah, and I've seen some kind of frosted type glass look, which isn't bad looking. But if you were able to like actually print a picture frame and print what would normally be glass, or like a pellet plexiglass, yeah, that'd be.
No, the
cool.
reason I ask is I want to do a the little Kinder toys. They did all the animals.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to print a little box for the bottom for having all the aquatic ones in, and then do like sand for the turtles and greenery for all the others.
That would be cool. I need to print my handle and the hilt for my sword. It's a 24-hour print, so I just haven't
What's up, pal?
haven't had time to do it yet.
Jim's droning. What's up? I was talking about something with his A1 Mini.
Oh shit, I haven't even had the chat up. Johnny still here?
No, he left.
I was gonna ask him if his printer has prompted him to lube it yet.
Print me the right picture. I'll lube up your printer for you.
My X1 hasn't. My X1 hasn't. The A1 after like after about 10 prints or so, it'll ask you to lube it. But the X1 hasn't asked me to do anything, but I have cleaned the rails with alcohol.
Well,
The
maybe
car-
the sensors are that good that it knows you've cleaned it. Like it's just not detecting anything weird.
It might, because when I cleaned them, a bunch of black stuff came off on the paper towel.
Yeah, maybe it's looking for variations, like when the wheels move over. Is it like you talking about like the rails and stuff?
Yeah, yeah, maybe
Yeah.
like the resistance moving across it. Like if it gets hard to move, it'll ask you to clean them.
Yeah, there's some way that it's detecting that.
You know, I seen on a forum somewhere a guy put it was like axle grease on his freaking rails on his X1 Carbon. I'm like, you are an idiot.
I mean, I guess.
Straight grease on
You know,
like that's gonna gum up all the internals and everything. It doesn't call for any lube at all. You just clean them.
yeah, and if anything, you want to use something that's eventually going to evaporate.
Right, right. I mean, something like that, you always want to look at the manual to see what it calls for before just slapping
But
something
you
like.
can always switch out wheels with the new bearings. Like,
Yeah,
it
but
gets to that point.
from what I hear, it's a pain in the ass to change, like to change the belt and the bearings. You got to pull the whole shell off and everything else.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what's hard for some
Hey,
people is not
Jim.
hard for others. So
Yeah, you never know. Might be easy for you because I've had people tell me something was hard and then I ended up doing it. It's like that's fucking easy. I don't know what's so
right,
hard about that.
Yeah, that was Sarah.
Well, and especially like before I do a project, if there's how-to videos, I'm not entirely sure. I'll watch them over and over and over again, make sure I remember every little detail.
right. When I changed the battery on my laptop, my Dell, I got an XPS 15. It was simple. I mean, like one plug and I think a couple of screws and it was done. But I changed the battery on my wife's MacBook Pro. That was a pain in the ass. I mean, it was like 50 screws. You had to unhook this, unhook that, unhook the speakers. Then you had to lift up on the whole board and pull it. Like it was crazy what you had to go through to change the battery on that thing. It took
Oh
me
yeah.
about an hour to do it.
Yeah, like just to do my rear view mirror on my rear view camera on my car, I had to take all the plastics off and everything. But luckily there was a guy that did a really good how-to video and step by step, and I just watched it 3 or 4 times really good.
Yeah.
And then when I went out, I did every step exactly the way he did it. And I had it in probably 20 minutes.
Those how-to videos are a lifesaver.
Oh yeah, for sure. Now, what sucks though is when you get that one product or that one problem and nobody's done a video on
Yeah.
it. You run across
Yep.
that sometimes. It's like that
It's
one glitch.
it's probably a pain in the ass. That's why nobody's done it yet.
No,
Mhm.
I'll tell you what the real pain in the ass is when somebody's done it and they do a video, but the video goes, that's it. You're like, whoa, what the fuck just happened?
Oh, like the ones that play music and they don't talk and tell you anything. God, I hate
Yeah.
those ones. If it's a
Or
how-to video and I click on it, I immediately will click off of it if it's
Yeah,
playing
but
music.
there's the other ones where they do talk, but they're just talking so much
Chinese.
crap. They start doing things you don't need to do, and you're like, what are you doing? Pack it in.
Or there's people that do how-to videos and they talk to you as if you already know how to do it.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Instead of coming from the sense of somebody that knows nothing. And that was the problem I was running into trying to do OBS when I first started playing around with OBS. All the how-to
Same here.
videos, they were all just, oh, well, they would talk to you and show you as if you already knew how to do it. I'd put a source in here, but they wouldn't tell you where to go get the source.
Right.
And it's like, how the fuck do you put it in there? You know? I ended up learning OBS pretty much on my own and just a little help from other people. But Well, it's like that issue Tim was having with his chat on Fortnite, having the confliction with Starlink, right? Like me and Corey were looking up videos trying to figure out if anybody done a video on it, and I couldn't find nothing. Corey ended up finding some random ass Reddit post that one person posted that had the same issue, and it took him like 2 years to figure it out. The person that was doing the Reddit post.
Right.
And Corey was able to find it and helped him get his chat working again. That's what he had to help him do again the other day. Because every once in a while it resets on him.
It's red beans and rice Monday.
Zatarans. No shit.
Loaded with jalapenos.
Is that like a bowl plate or a plate or a bowl?
Well, it's a plate, but it's like a bowl.
I like that.
I only have
Gotcha.
one.
Catches all the drippings.
Yeah, I only have one of them. I'm gonna tell you where I got it from. I was going to drop the kids off at school years back, and I was joking.
When
I
he
said
said-
we need to get it
When he
another
saw the
dog cage.
canteen slightly open, popped his hand through and nabbed it.
No, on the corner right when we turned into where the school's at, a house, they had a dog cage out front where they were throwing it away, a brand new dog cage, and I needed one. We pulled over, we threw it in the back, and that was inside the dog cage. They were using it as a water bowl.
So you're using a
What?
dog dish to eat your dinner.
Well, it's not a dog dish. It's actually one of their dishes they probably used
Right.
because it's got a brand name on the back and it's an expensive set. So
That's
I
cool.
always washed it out. I was going to use it for a dog dish, but I washed it out, stuck it in the top, and I use it now. So I'm the only one here all the time.
Yeah. It looks nice. I like
Oh,
it.
you
Can I
fucked
can I
up
ask you a
telling that
question?
story.
Is there any teeth marks in it?
What's the
Hey,
name
from the
of it?
dogs then.
Can't see it. Hold on. Too dark.
Watch
tell you
find out the
brand
name
name of this
brand.
thing.
Yeah, brand name's probably some high end dog shit.
Yeah,
It's
win
gonna-
a,
it's
win,
gonna say-
win a lot of butchers.
He's gonna say farmers
Farmer's
kibbles and
dog.
bits or something. Farmer's dog.
Yeah. It'd be some high end brand that millionaires buy their dogs.
Oh shit! It does say farmer's dog. No,
Yeah.
it's Royal Dalton, London, 1920.
Can you- excuse me?
1915.
Excuse me. Hand it back. Stop
Royal
nicking off
Royal-
property.
Doulton, London,
Royal-
1915. Well, shit, if I knew that, I wouldn't be eating out of it.
Yeah, that's quite worth a lot of money. That Royal Dalton,
The
over
dog had
100
its
years
own.
old.
That dog had its own china.
Yeah, Royal Dalton dinnerware.
Yeah, Royal Dalton's expensive stuff.
Is that porcelain or is it plastic?
That's China.
Yeah, it's
It
China.
might be a knockoff though.
No, it's definitely not.
No, it's the brand name. It's the brand on it.
But it's made in China.
No,
Oh, made of China.
Yeah,
Royal
it's China.
Dalton.
Oh, I thought he
Chinaware.
said made in China. I was
No.
like, fuck, that ain't worth
Royal
shit.
Dalton make quality pieces handmade. That ain't made in no factory. That is handmade, hand painted, and handcrafted.
All the best flatware comes from England.
it says 1915. I don't see it on their site anymore.
Watch it be worth like $1,000 and Joe's eating out of
Oh,
Did you
stop
say
eating out of it.
19?
Yeah,
Ni-
fucking Joe
did you
been
say
eating Captain Crunch
1950?
out of it.
Wait up, 1950 or 1915?
19 I thought it was
15450.
19 No, I thought it was. Hold on a minute.
Joe find out some like $10,000 bowl he been eating Captain Crunch
Oh.
out, scratching
Said in mint
the hell
condition.
out of it. Yeah,
I tell you what, if that is, I am definitely going to clip this. Send it to Royal Dalton.
Oh shit! It's 1815.
1815.
Yep.
that might be it. Is that like a
He's
model
over
number
200
though?
years old and he's eating Captain Crunch out of it.
They say, yeah, it would have been worth $1 million, but there's all these scratches in there.
Right,
That's from the Captain
unused.
Crunch.
Hmm.
That was from the Captain Crunch.
$100,000 unused, used $20.
Yeah, right.
Actually, even with slight chips, Royal Dalton old stuff sells really well.
Oh yeah, dude, you'll see products like that, like old Walkmans,
Yeah,
right?
I
the
think
ones
that
I'm seeing don't look like it.
I think that number is just a style, like 1815 bright.
Yeah, it might be like a lot number to tell you what.
No. Royal Dalton put the year they were made.
Yeah, but I see
Well-
brand new ones right here. Says
Well,
18.
go to go to eBay and look it up. See if you can find that particular bulb.
I don't see it on the website.
After
Dinner-
I finish eating out of it, I'll go look at it. I'll look at it real better. But it says
The thing is,
1815.
though, you're
Yeah,
not going to
what's
see it on the
funny-
website 'cause it's over 200 years old. They didn't have websites back then when they were selling them.
No, but people may have sold some on eBay. It'll give you an idea of what they're going for. Because you want to look at the sold prices if you do find them.
I'm eating out of the one that's the only one, the last one in existence.
Last one in the
Yeah,
existence.
David or Mark will know. Is what kind of plate is that? Is that a salad plate, a dinner plate, a bread and butter
Dinner
plate?
plate.
Shows it again.
Yeah, watch them
Keep
find
picking
out.
up, I'm drop.
That's some bowl that's been missing for like 3
It's
decades
either
out
a
of the
salad
royal
ball
set.
or pasta ball.
No, it's big. It's a dinner plate. I guarantee it's a dinner plate.
No, it's a salad plate, a salad ball, or a pasta ball.
Has it got like a slight slant on it?
Who?
Yeah, I think Dave's right.
Yeah, that would be a salad bowl.
Yeah. Let me see
Um,
because
Well, I have eaten salad out of it before.
Well, like I said, he's gonna find out that's like the one missing piece of china for some royalty set. England. It's fucking
Yeah.
stolen from some heist.
Yeah. Yeah, tomorrow morning the king's knocking on his door. I want the ball back.
that was
That
my
must-
I've
great
seen it
grandmother.
before.
That was along to my great papa.
Oh, you got some cash, baby?
It was stolen from us back in 1905. It was on the
Don't matter.
Titanic.
Possession's 8/10 of the law.
Yeah, just they watch this.
Was MacBook Pro. That was a pain in the ass. I mean, it was like 50 screws. You had to unhook this, unhook that, unhook the speakers. Then you had to lift up on the whole board and pull it. Like, it was crazy what you had to go through to change the battery with. Yeah, I'm coming. Hold on, baby.
Right. Anyone that's going to see that video, you're going to hear Randy talking randomly over it.
What's up, Joe?
Hey, Joe. Oh,
That-
Hey,
no,
Joe.
that was Johnny.
Jim.
Yeah, this one's
Oh,
pretty
Italian
close to the
food.
color.
Italian food ain't nothing but carbs.
Hey, guys, I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna go play with my kids for a little bit before bed.
Okay. It's fun.
All right, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
All right. See you
Later.
later. I had to disappear for a short while. My sister phoned me. Did I miss anything interesting?
Just that Joe's eating out of a very expensive Royal Dalton ball.
Get this started off as a dog bowl in one of the dog crates.
Now Joe's eating out of it and it's worth billions.
Well, I wouldn't have said millions, but they're not cheap.
No. It says 1815 underneath it.
He went,
You seriously didn't know what it was?
nope.
Yes, Real Dalton.
Well, you
is-
see how I make proper tea, so what do you expect?
Yeah, Real Dalton is definitely not cheap china. In fact, if you watch keeping up appearances. Hyacinth bouquets,
Actually,
bone,
Joel,
fine bone china tea service with the periwinkles or
yeah,
whatever
Joel,
is
has it got a
is
pattern on it?
I'll look in a minute.
They have
It's kind of
different.
hard to see it. So I'll wait till I finish it.
Yeah, they have different patterns.
Yeah,
That's what I'm looking
If-
for, the pattern. Take a picture of the
Yeah.
damn thing.
Yeah,
Hold on.
you know,
it's-
yeah.
right. If it's the plain white one, then it's £10 for the ball. And that's blue. And if it's the pink and white one, that is £18.50 for the ball. And if it's the orange and white or red and white, they're £80 per ball.
I'm actually wondering if that might be a small serving tray.
Hmm?
Just the way it looked.
No, they didn't do small and serving trays.
No.
Well,
Rather
I'm just
not
saying.
serving
I'm just
tray.
saying that is a pretty good sized plate, though.
Yeah,
Just
no,
the way the sides are.
the serving
If it-
tray.
If
would
it's
have
the
been-
grey and white one, it's £45.
Okay, what it says is Royal Dalton, London, 1815 mode, MODE.
Yeah.
That didn't help. It just brought all the same ones up.
No, they all say that.
Is this what it looks like?
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, I don't think it's as old as 1815.
MOD.
Yeah, because there's a bunch of stuff that have the 1815 marking
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
on
it's because they're branding it as a thing. So if it's the original date, then you run a winner. If it's just one of these
Telling you,
branded,
one of a kind.
depends on the pattern. If it's white with like a pink flowery type thing on it, that's £55.
They have all sorts of different patterns.
It's just like a gray. All it is.
honestly, you'd probably be easier selling a new modern looking set than you would an old. You know,
Well, I only have
really
this
old
one. There's
pattern
nothing
that
else.
people don't really use anymore.
You'd have to take it into an antique store and see what
Right,
they.
it said grey. I'll give you a £5 for it.
Uh-huh.
If it's the grey with a white little piece on it, that's £45 for the one.
No white.
You see, there's some here. There's an 1815 pasta ball.
Take a photo.
And you think, oh, that's it.
Okay, let me tell you what it is. It's Royal Dalton 1815 mode gray porcelain. But
Take
I'm
a
seeing
photo.
everything but this bowl.
Take a photograph of it and reverse Google it.
That's definitely mode is the pattern. Mode, MODE. But I'm seeing a four piece setting is completely different than this. But it's the same shape and everything else.
You said it was grey.
Yeah, it says gray.
Yeah.
Actually, stone.
Oh, it's not that one. Because I was going to say Gordon Ramsay does a grey one.
Is it that? There's no other pictures on eBay for it.
Oh no, that's the color.
You're not likely to find it on eBay, I don't think.
Well, I'm just seeing if there is anybody tried selling, because there's a lot of Royal Dalton stuff on there.
Just type it into Google.
I did, and that's what it pulled up. It was a listing for eBay. But the problem is both the listings that have this don't give you any side views or anything of it. This one's similar.
Well,
See, still
I think
no
I've got
side
it
view.
here.
The one that says last one, that's the closest one.
Except for yours to have straight up sides almost, right?
Yeah, what about
Yeah,
that
Yeah,
one?
mine, nope,
No,
mine is a
that's
straight up
not
side.
it.
Look, I'll show you again.
No, his looks like a 12-inch plate with straight walls that go straight up. See how I said it kind of looks like a serving tray?
Yeah.
It's see how it goes straight up?
And it's got underneath,
It
it's got a
almost looks
little,
like a pan. It almost looks like a pan without a handle.
and you see how it's got a little lip that it stands up on?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why I said it looks like a pan without a handle.
I wonder if it's a soup tureen without the the lid.
Like it'd be like a serving dish for a table.
Yeah, for a soup.
Let's see this.
Or the salad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on Antique Roadshow, and they're gonna say, this is like a one of a
Wait,
kind.
hold on. There we go. I found it. This is it.
That's
That's
it.
it.
How much
they
is
want
that
for
going for?
Best price
Looks
is
like-
$39.
Looks like it's
$46.
going for 45 on eBay. So Mark was
Well,
right. It was for soup. Because as soon as I added soup at the end of the search, it popped it right up. I saw the
There you
picture of
go.
it and I was like, yep, that's it.
Joe, you're going to have to call your sons back.
Yeah, you want all the rest of it back.
No, because the king it's not the king coming knock on your door. It's worse than that. It's Gordon Ramsay. They were made for Gordon Ramsay's restaurants.
Really?
Yeah. He's gonna be knocking on your door. I want me fucking ball back.
Somebody done stole it. It's
Might be.
probably how they got it, to be honest. They might have been, I bet you that came from one of his Vegas restaurants.
Yeah, probably.
Huh?
Oh,
Do you have the law of receiving stolen property over there?
I
he'd
don't know.
be, how long have you had that thing for?
At least 10 years.
Oh, you're out of the whole, it's past
no.
the point of being able to prosecute.
Now, over here, they've got a law that says if you receive something that was stolen, even if you didn't know it was stolen, they can still do you for receiving stolen property.
I mean, over here, you can get in trouble for receiving stolen property, but if it's just a general mistake, like say you bought it off somebody off of Facebook Marketplace, and the cops show up to you and say, "Oh, you bought that," they're not going to arrest you for that.
Long pot, you go shopping for dishes, and then Jim's droning put lipsticks next. Long.
So I guess the initials on the bottom, I didn't even realize this. It says GR Restaurant.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay restaurant.
Oh shit! Somebody did steal it.
No, there's no initials on it.
That'd have been
So
funny.
I got a $50 plate here I've been eating out of.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Bastard.
Now you can put the gold flakes in there with your Captain Crunch.
Well, somebody threw it away, and they must have been giving the dog water in it. Think about it.
Yeah. Now, when he says, throwing it away, what he meant to say is they put it outside the garden just while they did the lawn. And Joe came along and took it.
But they had it in the trash. They had it in the dog thing in the trash. So I picked it up. It was in there, and I grabbed it. And said, "We got a dog bowl." You know. And I came home and I threw it in the dishwasher and washed it a couple of times, and cleaned it. Just stuck it in the cabinet because I wasn't going to use it for a dog bowl. I didn't think it was deep enough.
Actually, that would be a good dog bowl for your 3 small dogs if they all ate out of the same bowl
Yeah.
without fighting.
But nice. I tell you what, I wouldn't mind having a set of these. These are nice.
Well, there you go. The 45 quid each.
Well, I wonder how much. Yeah, at $45 a piece, a set of those.
This is where Joe gets up now and
300
stumbles,
bucks.
and you just hear him smash the dish, and then you just hear him go, "Oh."
Yeah, that'd be expensive shit, boy.
But if they sold it as a set, like say, what's your standard set? Was what 3 or 4 settings?
Like an 8-piece, 4 8-piece set.
4 or
Listen,
8
listen.
piece.
Yeah,
Yeah, you'd be
try-
paying probably $300-400.
just listen now. You're going to hear him go, and they just put you down there like that, nice and easy.
I've almost dropped it before.
Yeah, they're still talking about his dog bowl. You know, popped up and told us he's eating out of a dog bowl.
Yeah. That's funny. That's pretty good. So that was a soup thing, huh?
Yeah. Like I said, as soon as Mark said that, I put it in at the end of the search and it popped that right up. But he said it's probably got a lid that goes to it too.
Well, that's
No, they
going
don't.
worth $10 now.
I was gonna say, cause the ones I was seeing didn't have lids, but initially Mark said that they might have a lid. Oh.
Yeah, the 14-inch chop plate. It's a round platter for that right there. Is $23 a piece, $24 a piece.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if they sell sets or you have to buy it all.
They do have
individual.
a cereal bowl. They're $16 a piece.
It's an expensive ass cereal bowl.
Well, I'm eating out a $50 plate. What are you talking about?
He's too good for that cheap Walmart shit anymore.
I ain't eating that shit, no.
Mm.
Cause I do. When Justin was over here living here, I was eating out of that plate and he was eating out of other stuff. He laughing about it. He said, "Why don't you eat out of those? That was the thing we found in the dog but we thought tell him what it is." You found that on eBay, right?
Yeah. So it was going for about $45.
Yeah. That's funny.
But it didn't specify whether that's sold or asking price, so I don't know. Yeah, that's something you'd have to go on eBay and find it. But you know what you're looking for now.
Yeah.
Because anybody can ask anything they want for an item. You have to go by sell prices if you're going to buy and sell stuff. What actually sold?
I'll say I'll go to what you call it. Antique Roadshow, and that's the only one left in existence.
Yeah, you'd only be so lucky.
Yeah. I said, "You want to buy it?" I don't see it under soup. What'd you find it under?
I just put what you told me that was written on the bottom and then put soup at the end of it.
Yeah, I did the same thing. Royal Dalton, 1815 mode soup I put, and it's not coming up.
I don't know.
I'm getting a bunch of other stuff. Well, they got a lot of different plates.
Yeah, they do. They got a big selection.
Oh, what? I got an email from my GP. That heat wave warning that they get issued. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I am to stay indoors and stay cool. And have plenty to drink and not go anywhere.
That means you've got to stand there with both your thumbs up and pointing outwards, going, "Hey!"
Yeah. In the nuddy as well.
Yeah, that'll be the fonts. Hey,
Got to keep it fresh everywhere. Yeah. Every time Laura walks past. Yeah.
Ugh. Should have went and seen if what you call a ship was doing.
Forecast of 32 with the risk of 37 on Saturday.
Not here.
No, this is for. You're not far off. You're forecast 29 with a possible of 32 on Saturday.
Mm.
You just did a Google search, I guess. I bet you that's what you did.
Now, I found the listing again, but it's not taking me to the
Uh-huh.
actual eBay. Let's see.
Well, it might be an old. It still comes up on Google when eBay have already sold it and it's been removed.
Yeah, because when I click on it, there's nothing there about it. Does give the seller's name. Where's that?
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, I got one place. It's a replacement. It's called Replacements. They show where you can buy
Doesn't come up.
replacements for them. They've got a lot of the other ones: the salad, the chop, the 14-inch chop, the mug, everything but that. Hold on.
Just buy yourself the rest of the set so you've all got matching for yourself. And then when the family come over, you have yours on your Royal Dalton and go, you ain't posh enough to eat with this stuff. You have the standard.
It's called All Stone Brown. No trim, and the pattern code is RDMODS. That's what it's called.
Yeah, I can't find any listing for it. I think that listing is an old listing. It's just not coming up.
Yeah,
I
so
even
I
put
got
the-
one of a kind.
One of a kind to go with all the rest of the ones in Gordon Ramsay's restaurant.
I listed. The police will be knocking at my door. Where'd you get that?
Send Gordon Ramsay an email asking if he wants to buy it back.
There you go. That's the only one I'm missing out of my set. One. Want it? How much cash you got? But you did find it there. That was the one. And it's a discontinued pattern. That's what it says.
Means they
You
don't sell
never
it.
know.
They don't make it anymore. Yeah. You do get collectors that will pay for them.
Have any other, dude? Why don't they ever take any side picture? Fucking annoying.
You can buy the 4-piece set right now on eBay for $39.98. That would
You
give me
think?
a set with the Super Bowl.
Well, let's see it.
What's
Right
that?
here.
A dinner plate, a serving plate,
Wow.
a bowl.
Both sticks were bad, Corey?
Right
Damn.
there.
Oh, yeah. Does it give you a side view of the bowl or the plate though? So
No.
Yeah, that's
Side
what I'm
view of the
saying.
plate. See, that's the same. That's exactly what's on the bottom of mine, right there. The side of the plate is just a little bit of lip.
There you
in it.
go. Just order that one.
So for $40, I had to get me that with the set. Now they have a whole set, huh?
Yeah, I would have never thought that would have been the case, Corey.
Let's see if they don't show a side view of it.
Well, at least you got your computer back.
What happened to Corey?
His computer took a shit on him last week and he had to take it in. He tried to diagnose it himself and wasn't sure exactly what it was, but he had a year warranty on it and the company he bought it from. So
So they fixed it.
yeah, he didn't have to pay for it. He just had to drop it off and they fixed it.
Did they
That's
tell
just-
him what?
Yeah, both sticks of RAM died on him.
Oh wow!
And that's
That is
Not-
bad.
For them both
Yeah,
to
yeah.
go at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of odd that both of them went out at the same time, but he's saying maybe it was a voltage, something that the voltage was fucked up.
Well, it could be that, or it could be a
Yeah.
slight fault on the board. So I'd check that if I were in.
Well,
Well, they
And
all that
sometimes it can just be a case of you know, you touch the wrong part of the board and it craps out.
Well, I tell you
Oh,
what,
it could be a fault with those newer memory cards or those new RAM sticks too. Do what,
at
Joe?
LSU baseball games just starting. I forgot it was on. Turned it on. They're just getting ready for the first pitch.
It's some fault we'll find out in like 2 years, and they're like, Vengeance is putting out bad RAM for 2 years and didn't say nothing. Watch. Or whoever it was that he had. Yeah, could be it. I don't know. I've been having issues with DX12 too.
How in the hell does LSU always get the top of the inning?
Mhm.
They're not the bottom of the inning. Haven't been at the bottom of the inning in the last 7 games. How?
Well, in that, when they're away, they get the top.
No, they are the bottom of the inning. Take it back. UCLA is winning 3-0 after the first inning.
What's that? University of California, Los Angeles.
Yeah, California, Los Angeles, and then LSU, Louisiana State.
Mm.
Good to hear though, Corey. You gonna test it out tonight?
It's the 15th seed against the 6th seed. LSU 6.
Mm.
LSU better do something. Well, I don't know what happened in the first inning. I missed it. The guy threw the first pitch he threw was 98 miles an hour, right? He come right back with 177.
Slow ball.
Yeah, that's like a. And then he comes back with 197.
Mm.
Wow. You make you wonder. Now, if it was me going up there after that 3 pitches,
Oh, nice.
I'm thinking he's going to come back with another one about 95.
Mm.
Yep. 92 miles an hour, right down the middle, got hit in the middle of the field.
Mm.
If that had been me at the plate, I'd have been waiting for one about 90 miles an hour, 95. Because they drop a little bit off of it, but still bring it in fast.
Corey, if they reopen the bunkers and put the gold back in there, we're gonna have to do some bot lobbies and go gold hunting.
Hey, you missed it, Paul.
What I miss?
You missed. I was eating, right? And we
Yeah.
discovered that I'm eating out of a $50 dish.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a Royal Dalton 1815 patterns out of England, UK, a company out of UK, and it's
Yeah.
actually it's a $50 value on eBay.
Wow.
And when I found it, it was in a dog cage. They were using it as a dog bowl. And David seems to think that it might be from Gordon Ramsay's restaurant.
Wow.
Well, I did find one Gordon Ramsay set that looked very
Yeah.
similar to the one you had, but
Yeah.
you couldn't click on it for any information. It was just like an old listing.
Oh, that's fun.
It could also be one of the Gordon Ramsay sets. You know, when he's taken over places and fixed them up in his
Yeah.
Hell's Kitchen. Could be from
Oh
that.
yeah, I like Hell's Kitchen. It's a good show.
I'm gonna enjoy that $50 bowl every time I eat out of it.
Where'd you get that bowl?
I found a dog cage on the side of the road going to school about 10, 15 years ago. About 12 years ago. And I was going to Mandeville High, so it had to be 7, 8 years ago. And we picked the thing up and it was sitting inside the dog cage. Like it was used for a bowl for the
And
dog.
no dog?
No, there was no dog. He was throwing it away. So I packed it up, put it in the back, got home, cleaned the dish out. The dish was clean. Cleaned it and put it in the dishwasher about 4 times. And I was going to give it to the dogs. I said, no, I'm going to just leave what I got. And I stuck it up in the top of my closet. Never really ever used it. I've been using it for about a year.
Mm.
because it works for everything I want to eat out of it, you know? Make my salads in it and, you know, like the red beans and rice a minute ago. If you get a little gravy in there, it doesn't go anywhere.
Good job you didn't drop it.
Yeah, I'm not dropping it. I'm being careful with it. Base hit. That does not make sense. That guy turned first base. He could have made second base and held him up. So how many ships you got today, Paul?
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Base hit. 1 run scores. Man goes to third. They caught that guy in Michigan or Minnesota. The shots
Did they?
yeah, they caught him. The pictures they had of him, he changed his appearance like 3 times.
Yeah, in one of the pictures, you could tell he had some kind of mask on.
Yeah, the skull cap and the whole run.
How sad is this? A woman doing a skydive for the first time for charity, just before she jumped, made a joke about it being Friday the 13th and said that I hope you've tested the parachutes. Yeah. When they jumped, both parachutes failed, the parachute and the reserve one. And they plummeted 15 feet to a death.
15 feet.
Only 15
15,000.
feet.
15,000. 15,000 feet.
And maybe a broken leg tops. Like,
It depends on whether the instructor was, doesn't it?
Yeah,
So she was
you're saying
attached
she
to.
wasn't jumping that high, huh?
No, 15,000 feet, but still, that's horrible to.
Oh, yeah, it's
happen.
horrible to the experience, I'm sure.
I'm sorry, but who the fucking hell would do a skydive on a fucking Friday the 13th?
Well, LSU's up 4-3 now. The guy come up and hit a 2-run homer.
Oh dear. That's how we are. Oh.
Time are they leaving tomorrow in the morning or what? David?
What'd
What's
you say?
that?
I said, what time's Laura leaving in the morning?
What are they? So they're getting breakfast about 8, so they'll be setting off about 9:30, which means we'll be back for about 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Oh, she gonna be tired when she gets home. Long
I doubt
drive.
it. She'll be sat in the car all that way. She spends most of the time sleeping or on TikTok.
Yeah, it's a long drive back.
6 hours in the car. Just think how many fucking TikToks she'll be able to do.
She coming from there. She'll be coming down the M6, won't she? M74, M6, and then across onto the M1.
I'm not sure. I think so. Is it the M5 that goes from Birmingham to London?
No, the M1.
No, it doesn't go from Birmingham. That goes up the east, doesn't it? M1.
No. The M1 goes to Birmingham and then carries on up the east. But at it comes from London to Birmingham, then goes east to Leeds, whereas the M6 goes west to here.
Well, you no. The M1 goes through Luton, Northampton, Leicestershire, Derbyshire, and then up through Yorkshire and through to Leeds.
Yeah. But Derbyshire is north of Birmingham.
Yeah. It's way north.
Because we go, well, it goes to Sheffield, the M1, but we went down to Birmingham and switched through the M6 to the M1 at Birmingham.
M6, yeah, but it M6 and then onto the. That is the M5.
No, the M5 goes to Wales.
No, it doesn't. That's the M4. Why is it they have to try and charge you for everything? It's a fucking map, for God's sake.
Because the M56 goes from Manchester to Wales to Chester.
Let me see. Oh, for fuck's sake.
And the M55 goes to, what's it? Blackpool.
It's M55, yeah.
Yeah. And the M65 goes to Blackburn.
What did you say?
What?
M55 goes Preston to Blackpool.
Yeah, but the M65 goes from
Goes
the
through
M6.
Manchester, doesn't it?
The M65 goes from north of Manchester out to Blackburn.
Right. There we go. UK motorway.
The 62 goes across from Manchester to, well, from Liverpool to Leeds. The M66 goes from Manchester north to Blackburn. Well, Rawtenstall. Then it's an A road.
Right, so M40. M5 goes from Birmingham to Dover. Well,
The
area.
M40 goes down to Cambridge.
Goes into London, joins the M25
Yeah.
in Reading.
But I went down the M40 when I go to what's it? St Neots.
Yeah, you will do. So literally, she'll be doing
M74,
Yeah.
A74. Well, A74, M74, M6.
Someone's lost a plot on this because they've got you've got the A1M, and then it splits off. It's got like big gaps in the A1M, and it's got the M1 running completely different to where it should be.
Hmm.
The A1 and the A1M are the same road. It's just
Yeah.
it doesn't become a motorway.
Yeah. Well, it's a trunk road. It's a motorway restricted A road.
Yeah, it's actually going to get supposed to be getting a full motorway. It's weird how Wales has only got like the M4 down in South Wales.
Yeah.
Scotland has only got a lot of motorways in the middle.
The M56 goes across to Chester.
Yeah. And
Wrexham. And then it's an A road into Wales.
And Essex and East Anglia just has a little touch of the M11, pops in and pops out.
And the M20
That's
down
in
to
Kent.
down to Dover.
Yeah. Or the M2.
Mm.
The M2 is being extended into Essex thing. The government have just given them money to do it.
And then you've got the motorway that goes from there out to Exeter.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what's Kenny done now?
No, Koshat's been on for the past 40 minutes and Lloyd starts in 20 minutes.
Yep.
What are you working on, Joe?
I got the LED lights to put inside the light box.
Oh, okay.
I need to make that hole a little bit bigger though. I don't want it that much bigger though. Might put a drill in that side, drill a little bit more, and that way it won't come out.
So Justin, what are you up to?
USB.
Not much.
Sometimes it could be just stupid talking to me. I'm trying to get this one end through it, just realized the other end will fit. That'll work.
So you were struggling and all you had to do was flip it around?
Nah, it's too big, still too big. I need to make that hole on the backside a little bit wider. So I thought it was wide enough when I made it. Now it's easy to fix. It's gonna be easier to fix if I just get the drill out and drill one hole, one side of it a little bit bigger. That's what I think I'm gonna do.
Well, the cat's still trying to figure out why the dog isn't lying on the sofa.
This is literally a case of oh crap. Royal Preston Hospital on Friday the 13th, middle of the afternoon, when he was at his busiest, over 100 people needed intensive care treatment when the sewerage system blocked and backed up and flooded the whole A&E department. So they all had to be evacuated. Sounds like
Yeah.
a lot of people had a bad Friday the 13th.
I did. That was when Precious died.
Yeah, no, it was weird, isn't it?
Were you there when Precious died?
Well, I was in bed. She was laying next to the bed.
Okay, so she never woke up.
Yeah.
Yes, passed away in asleep. Joel, that is not a pretty sight. Pack it in. Paul, can you stop Joel twerking?
He's twerking?
Did you not see it?
No.
It was crouched over and all he got with a black line of his trousers.
Joe. Joe was a twerking fool, huh? Hey, here comes another ship. I'm not going to go down and get it. I'm tired. He just fueled up, and so now he's underway, heading back north again. He was at the fueling dock for like 8 hours.
Oh God. Man, I suppose it does take a while to put that much fuel into them.
Oh yeah.
And you're welcome. No, because you stormed out of here mad. How do you know we were asleep?
You just say you called Daddy an ass.
Appreciate it. I'm fucking tired. Store.
I hope Boone's behaving himself outside. I'm gonna check and be right back.
Joe Boner.
I just won my 9th race in a row at first place in ranked. David, I've got 9 races first place in ranked.
Cool.
I'm
Check your
wondering-
messages.
Alright, hold on. Claim this shit real quick.
We don't have any.
Now, have you ever used these LED lights there, Justin? The
Which one?
strips? The strips with the what you call it?
The connectors, like where you can cut
Yeah.
it to like?
Yeah.
No, I've never done this.
So I'm imagining the connector means is where they've got like a copper thing. It looks like a black line in between it.
Yeah, I don't
guess
know. You're
that's-
gonna
I
go look
guess
that up.
that's it, huh?
No idea.
Because that looks like it's connecting one piece to another. Yeah, that would make sense. But it does, there's no instructions or anything to tell you where to cut it.
Yeah, I would look it up. I don't know.
Is there a video online about it?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and look at it because I'm pretty sure that's what it is because they showed a black line, but the black line's under that. We'll have to go to find out on the order, maybe that site sells you.
By the way, Justin, did you get my request last night?
For what?
Fortnite.
No, I don't remember getting any requests from you.
That fucking gaming really playing up. I'm not getting gifts or anything again.
Sorry,
Oh my god.
watching still open all hours. And what's it's bought a hearse to do his shop deliveries in.
Oh, funny episode.
The funeral just gone past them and had to stop. And the rest of the funeral procession is now following him doing his grocery deliveries instead of us.
This thing, yeah, the makers of that program could sue the likes of Tesco's and Amazon because they were the first ones to do delivery service. Oi, copyright. I still didn't go over till 1 o'clock now, wasn't it?
Hey,
Oh, Fortnite. I've got V-Bucks to spend before Laura gets back. Otherwise, they won't be my V-Bucks. I'll do your music for you. I'll do a couple of rounds of your music, get you some XP. Where my V-Bucks go? Oh, I got myself a gift.
Well, Lloyd's due to start in 5 minutes now.
Let's see if you chew my monitor screen, you little shit. You've been fighting it, haven't you? Mate, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't show you anything. Doesn't show you anything about where to cut it at. Now it says cut the excessive length, but it's not showing just anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never done those before, so. All right, nice, Corey.
Oh, Justin, you know the LED display thing I purchased?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I decided I liked the idea of it because I can put it underneath the outfit and have fancy patterns and messages and stuff.
All right.
So I thought I'd buy myself 2 more. And I really wished I read the description first. Because I thought as a 2-pack, yeah, I was going to get the same size, even though it was only £2 more expensive than the single pack.
Right.
They've sent me one that fits a whole truck windscreen. I've got 2 of them.
Damn.
I'll be able to wrap it the whole way fucking around me. The dress is out the window now, I'm wearing an LED sign.
Yeah, those things have gotten so cheap now. Now you can get like 100-foot rolls. Nothing.
Yeah, this cost me 42 quid for 2 of them. I'm sure Laura will be nabbing one.
Oh, you think so?
Put one
Yeah,
in the put one in the,
massive.
put one in the front window going, help, I'm being held prisoner.
Well, the thing is, you can change messages on it.
Yeah.
So,
Justin, did you see what Corey sent you?
Yeah, so far so good with the PC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys, with everybody else starting up their live streams, I think I'm gonna time to close it down. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, you would do,
about
wouldn't
that
you?
time.
Starting up, Philip Kosak's just finish it. He's been on for an hour.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he should be finishing too.
Lloyd is starting now.
Lloyd's getting ready to start up. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody.
Okay.
Hey, thanks for being
Back
here,
again.
David, Justin,
Paul.
Joe, Mark.
Yeah, Paul. Just do me
Yeah.
a favor. Just stay 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Why 2 minutes?
I just need to do something.
Time's a ticking.
Oh shit. He's impatient, boy. I'm telling you. I ain't never seen somebody so impatient than you.
Right, you can go now. I just didn't want you to go while I was in the middle of a game.
Okay.
And get
Hi,
killed
everybody.
again.
Hey, thanks for being here. We'll see y'all again.
Oh, because when you close Zoom down,
All
he
right,
Later.
puts
see
a
you
big
later.
banner in the middle of his screen